Hi, this is Shu with a review of an Adidas lifestyle model. This is called the Zentic. I just at a glance must be one of those Stella McCartney type of shoes, not meant for any pounding the ground hard kind of activity. This is women's only, unfortunately. But if you want to try it, you got to go up a size and a half or something like that. But the sizing is all over the place. It reads, it's China 270, Japan 280, France 44, UK 9.5, US 11. So, what the heck? Anyway, for a size US 11, which is probably something like a 10, normal 9.5 or something close to a 10 for a normal man size. It weighs about 345 grams, so it feels pretty lightweight. Fits okay. There's no any area that kind of pinches or anything like that. It's got nice soft material and nice leather coating all around, and yeah, no like crazy heel counter, but there's a sufficient level of a heel clutching fit there. Nothing protruding or poking or anything like that. The tongue is adequate as well. But the most shocking thing about this shoe is the midsole. As you can read, it's just plain old boring adiprene. They say it's plus, but whether it's adiprene or adiprene plus, you've experienced shoes in the past, you don't feel a thing. It's just like hard rubber, like 1,000-year-old chewing gum. But also, if you look at some of the latest models, be it Boost or Bounce or Light Strike, they all vary greatly adversely depending on the density that's used to create the foam. So even if it's just sometimes EVA or traditional polyurethane midsoles, depending on how bubbly it gets, it actually can enhance the cushioning and make it something that feels even better than the latest one, because sometimes these big brands, they announce this new type of foam and they just lackadaisically print it out without really considering the density of it delicately to provide that, soft stepping comfort and durable bounciness or shock absorption. This adiprene plus, if you try the Zentic on, you feel that immediate plushness, which makes you feel like it's the best of both worlds, sort of like the absorbing softness of cloud foam and the bounciness or the energy return type of sensation like a Boost. That's how this feels like. So for all the shoes out there, never take anything for granted. Give every one of them a try if you hear good things about it, regardless of the tech involved. Sometimes they may have the Air Maxes, or Zoom, the Bounce, Boost, whatever alphabet you want to throw at it, the Zoom X. They don't always deliver what the hype promises, because even if it's the same Zoom X, it depends on the shoe. The density is a little bit different. Even if it's the same React, is a little different. Even if it's the same Light Strike, it's a little different. But there's very plush, adequate cushioning all around. Forefoot, it's pretty low to the ground, but you can actually feel it even without the insole. The heel, other than this being super soft and the density being so fluffy, and it provides you that bounce, it has this little hole here to add the suction and bounce effect as well. You don't feel it like, oh, I can feel there's a little concave area, little suction cup at the heel. You don't feel that, but you can feel the cushioning working nicely to give you that little bounce to your step. The outsole is pretty decent too. There's a thick rubber outsole all around, and there's a nice little tracking shoe type of spikes on the central part of the forefoot area. And on the heel, they even put this really deep herringbone traction. If they had this all over the place, they should use this more often for Adidas, because Adidas had been having issues with their traction recently. So they could take a lot of cues from a simple daily shoe or a leisurely strolling shoe. I mean, this is quite a shocking performer in my opinion in terms of the cushioning itself. And always Adidas, whenever they release these originals or superstar type of lifestyle models, they do a great job of providing the most excellent insoles. This is a ortholite insole, but they have the best type of ortholite thickness, density. It's soft to the touch, and at the same time, it's not going to be all flaky and being torn all over the place, like the really thick but sponge like ortholite like material they use in a lot of Nike basketball shoes these days. This is so good. The top coat is also providing an adequate level of traction, so friction, so you won't be sliding all over the place. Sometimes I like to print something fancy and make it sort of like a nylon-like material where you're sliding all over the place, like you're wearing silk stockings on your toes or feet. So yeah, these sell for like what, $40 or something like that. If you can get the right size. If you're a dude who has really tiny feet, then you're blessed, and you'll be able to try all kinds of colors. The average Joe who wears like a 9 and a 10s, you might have to check if there's a size that fits you. But man, this Adiprene Plus, what it can do if they put their mind to it, or accidentally put in the right amount of fluffiness or density, this is pretty incredible.